Taking a look at today's interest rate markets, let's look at the two-year note futures as they're moving higher today. Two-year note futures coming off a 3-month low in the previous session to regain some footing today and trading up on the session. Currently priced at 103.02 in the futures market as we're seeing some of the early selling pressure where we did see the two-year note future trading down early in the session coming out of the market as we moved through the day, and now we're seeing those futures trading higher here today. Now, one of the primary drivers today appears to be the results of the 7-year bond auction here in the U.S. Very strong results, really shifting the sentiment in the Treasury markets pretty much across the curve today, where early in the session, U.S. data pushed yields higher and prices lower. Then the auction results came out, and we did see some pretty significant buying pressure throughout the afternoon when you look at the various durations. And the two-year appears to be benefiting more so than the back end of the curve, and the price action today moving those yields lower here, coming off those 3-month lows. And looking at the yields today, we're seeing that two-year note yield down 2 basis points to 412 basis points, and we're seeing the yield curve slightly lower pretty much across the curve, a little more so in the front of the curve, a little more buying pressure in the front of the curve and the back end of the curve, but we are experiencing some lower yields here today. Now, earlier in the session, though, as I pointed out, yields were at 3-month highs pretty much across the curve as there was some early selling pressure that was negated as we moved through the session, and also we're seeing the yield curve a little steeper today. Not much, but by about a basis point, 1.5 basis points, depending on where it falls on the curve, as the two-year note futures are getting bid up a little bit more, moving those yields lower than the back end of the curve, where we're seeing yields just slightly lower to unchanged on the day. And two-year note futures holding a bit here throughout the afternoon, and currently trading just off of those 3-month lows.